Okay, so we're recording. Let's see, today's Brexit, so we're going to do a little bit of a screw-off webinar for fun. I'm going to show an indicator. We've got news in 5 minutes, blah, blah. Okay. Show an indicator that someone in the group has been using to help them. I guess they did pretty good from they showed me their account history, and so far this week, as of this morning, they're sitting at about 223 pips for this week, which on a Brexit week I find pretty amazing. A Brexit week, like it happens all the time. They've also been trading the Asia session with this, which they've been taking smaller 3 to 6 pip trades, which for me that's kind of exciting too. So we're going to get into it. We're going to look at the only chart that I can find that looks half decent is USD/CHF, so we'll go over the rules with it. I linked the indicators into chat. I gave the settings just a few minutes ago, so you can roll with that. If you need the settings, let's go ahead and Skype me, and I'll send you the screenshots of it also in case you missed the first part of the webinar. So we're looking everything is the exact same. All he's using this for is a little bit of a confirm. And he said it's mostly helped him staying out of the whiplash trades. And he says if you go with just the indicators on the bottom, that they suck. I'm not going to say his exact words. Sorry, I'm doing coffee and water. My daughter was gone last night, so I had a couple drinks. Alright, so standard setup. We have fully qualified the chart here. We have slow, medium, fast clouds. Price is not hanging out in the fast cloud, so yay, we're good to trade this one. Now, USD/CHF, here it is with our Renko. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me just reset real quick. There we go. If your Argo trail looks funny on the Renko charts, just hit F7 and hit OK, and it should correct it. Every now and then it'll do it. Okay, I'm not going to use anything fancy today. We're just going to jump in a couple trades if we see them. But first, let's explain. So, fully qualified here. I have it set up exactly like he did. He removed the slower moving cloud from the Renko chart, so you only have medium and fast. So again, we're looking, this shit here is no, it's braiding. So we don't want to be getting into a chart when it's braiding. Oh, it's my phone beeping. I've been wondering what the hell it is. Sorry, I'm losing it this morning. Okay, so here's a perfect little setup. Yay, it went up and it ran. Here's what he's been doing. The first thing you want to additional confirmation that he's using is you need a green cloud for a buy and a green histogram for buy, or your red histograms for sells. The second thing you need, and typically it doesn't have to be one before the other, from just the 2 days that I've been using it, it doesn't really matter, but you do need in combination then. So if you're going to take a sell, and he's using this to confirm again, like, because here you would have been able to get into a big chunk, but it would have never told you to sell. But the lines would have flipped right here, and you might not have gotten an alert. I know I'm getting a little odd on it. So let's just look at standard. Here, we have a red cloud, and you get your little alert. So I'll mark the trades that he would have taken. Red cloud, red dot. So this was could have been your entry right here on. It would be this candle that comes out. Remember, we're still following the initial rules that were set up. So there was our alert. The next candle was an entry on that close. And you could have written that one down. Let's back up a little bit. Red cloud, red dot. Let's take a look if there was anything there. Now that's for me, this is where he says he's picking him up, is he's getting in on a little bit of this chop. For me, that's looks really risky, because I bet if we go back, it looks like it was ranging. Scroll on tick. Let's take that off. See, for me, this would have been scary as hell to get into. But he would have had 2 trades on it. Again, I'm not saying to do this. It's a fun thing to play with. You got the indicators. You can do it if you want. But for me, that would have been scary as hell. Okay, so there was 1 trade, 2 trade. What the hell was this? Oh, this was we have a blue dot. Let's change it to green. We'll just leave it. Blue dot, green upwards. He would have taken that one. I mean, I do find it interesting that he's able to pull off the pip. So it did work for 1 week. We'll see if he continues to have the same results with it. I'm going to leave these on my charts and play with them too. I'm going to mark the trades, and if they start panning out all the time, hell with it. I'll be using this too. But I figured since his results were good enough, I mean, it did warrant me giving it to y'all. I wouldn't want to hide anything from you. Okay, next one. We had a red dot. And now this is where, for me, here is a blue dot, so that voided out the trade, but he might have taken it, and this is what I'm talking about. You only get 3 pips up. So that would have been a no-no for me. Plus, the cloud doesn't look right. We're braiding in here, so this is a pass. So he should have, if he was following the rules, pass on it too. Moving down, though, everything starts lining up here. We have a normal entry here. It's not confirmed by his dots, but this is just a normal old entry right here. Wow, my little arrows are so tiny. Let me make them bigger. Booyah. There we go. So this would have been a normal entry, but if you look over here, the little lines, it is red above green, so it's indicating downwards too. It just didn't give an alert here. I believe the way this thing works is, in order for it to alert, and that's why I want to get the source code for it. See how it didn't break the middle line, the 0 level? If it doesn't break over it, it's not going to give you an alert, which I do like because that kind of is getting you in cycles. So top to bottom, it means that you have room to run. Bottom to top, you have room to run. This one, you have blue or green dot, however you're going to put it in there. You would wait until the cloud here went green. I'm sorry, the histogram went green. So if we follow it over, there was your alert. So you could sit and wait, and it did come out there, and you could take it. This is, I would say, it's just a very aggressive version of what I've been showing y'all. I mean, for me, it is super aggressive. You would need to have some tight stop losses to use it like this, in my opinion. And I would say be careful with it. It's definitely worth giving a try. I mean, I was having fun with it on Asia last night, and I even had a couple beers, and I was able to trade just fine. Last one, we have red, and it's coming down, but there is no red down here, so it's an ignore. Now we have a buy, green histogram to confirm it, so we just move along until we get the setup. If you're being super aggressive, you could take it there or there. Pretty simple. It's the key to it is to stick to your original rules and just use this as a confirm. And he's going very aggressive with it, which I'm worried that it's burning his account. But he went to a live account, and he was using I think like 0.05 lots, and he actually made a decent little chunk of change too, which was weird. I mean, not weird, but it just surprises me trading it this aggressive. It would scare the hell out of me, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try next week. This week was a fun week for it because since Brexit, I wasn't really too interested in trading that much anyway. Let's take a look at a couple charts. We haven't gotten any alerts or anything, but let's take a look if we got anything. So, green dot, green histogram, and we'll go with the aggressive. If it lines up, it lines up. So here was the green dot. This candle would have been it, going super aggressive. Red dot, no red, well, baby red cloud, but I don't know if I would consider that. This for me, this whole section here, since let's keep this real too. Customize, let me add in a, where's the rectangle tool? Insert, close. Remember, this is what we want to avoid that he's been able to trade on. So we want to avoid things like this. That's the ranging, and you'll get in a trade and get out, and by the time you get in, you don't have any room to run. So backing up, I'm going to skip the ranging portion, this little section here, because I don't even think I would be that ballsy. Now this was a bigger. We had an upwards move. Here's the green dot, moving forward with it. Ah, crap, I drew it. Okay, so green dot moving forward. And we don't have a full setup there for me. He might have gotten in. That's about as aggressive. I would honestly probably here. That's about as aggressive as I would get with it. 3, 6. That would need a 9 pip stop loss to take you through that, which is doable since your target could have been much better. And average pip size is 4.8, so you shouldn't get stopped out. Okay, so next one, you get a red dot, and the red cloud, the red histogram does form into it. So you just wait, and let's see on entry. If super aggressive would have been this candle for me, I probably, like I said, I would have held off to that one. But it still works out. Next chart. Guys, when we see this, it's a no trade. Like I said, we're ignoring the fact this is here today because it's Brexit. It's flat as hell. So ignore that. This, again, like I said, this was just a fun one to give you the indicators since he's having such good results with it. Again, this could just be the week because Brexit's going on, markets are wonky, that it's working. So be careful. Stick to the original system rules and use that as a confirm. If you find it comfortable, paper trade or mark the charts on there, and if they keep coming in consistently like I'm seeing, then go for it. But if not, stick to the original rules of the system. This one, flat. I mean, there's nothing we could do here. This is just flat right here. Even on range bars, flat as hell. We can go back and look and see if there is anything. I mean, this little run here might have had something in it, but that's about it. Again, if you look, these things don't pop unless they break the zero line for the opposite direction, which I do like, because it means that it has room to run the other way, which is kind of nice. Again, I'm going to try and get the source code so I can take a look at the Indy. But right now it's just flat. I mean, you saw that we were popping alerts right when the video started, and now we got zero, because everything's just like a holding pattern today. I'm sure we'll get movement. We've got U.S. Open in 24 minutes. So that, guys, it pretty much sums it up. If you're watching the video and you need the indicators, just hit me up on Skype. Again, stick to the original rules of the system. Don't go stupid with it. Do like I'm doing. So here it is. And this is where it says to get into the trade. Actually, so I'm still, even with it, I'm still cautious. This is probably the first candle that I would have gotten in on. So it is a nice confirm. From what I can see, I keep saying that. From what I can see, it does seem like it's a nice confirm. Make sure to adjust the settings in your histogram. The stock settings will get you into some weird trades. I'll send them to you on Skype, Daniel. Did you get the indicators, Daniel? Here, let me stop the recording, too. Blah, 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 and I'll bring them up. Have you